And, of course, the ever-so-popular tournament bracket, especially at this time of year. And our starting lineup.
Pretty darn good matchup at the off-guard position, Gus. I'm looking forward to this matchup.
And let's have a look at the keys to the game for these teams here today.
If they can get these things accomplished, they're going to have a good shot at the win today.
And after all that anticipation, we're underway. Huff handles the feed. Shots up. And he can't get the bounce. Snatches the board. Hurd receives the ball. He attempts the three. Oh! He can put up points and he can move the ball.
This guy really thrives in almost any offensive system. Very versatile and a nightmare to guard.
It's knocked out of there. Blocked.
Squared up on the catch. Got his puppies in order.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, thanks for joining us tonight. Gus Johnson here alongside Bill. Swatted away. Way out on the right wing. Heat check time from long range. And it goes in. With 10 to shoot on the shot clock. Shot clock violation.
But that's a great D there, Gus.
Let's check out this picture-perfect J one more time.
Feet square. Wait a second.
Hickman receives the pass. We're at the 8-minute mark. Looking for a good shot. Fire!
How about that, Gus?
Gordon handles the pass. He goes for three, and he gets it. They work the perimeter. This is what I call home court advantage. Crowd is on their feet. Tough place to play. Top of the key. First team foul. Once again, a case of being too aggressive defensively.
There's nothing wrong with being aggressive, but you just got to know when to back off. Seniors are tough to come by these days. When you have a few of them on your roster, it really helps from a coaching standpoint. They know what's expected of them, and they're most likely to deliver.
Gets two at the charity stripe. May have them right where they want him, Raph. That trap could spell trouble. 7 minutes left on the game clock. Looking for a good shot. He shoots from outside. Misses the tray. At the top of the arc. And no!
What a rebound. I own it.
Bulldogs are controlling the pace of the game.
They're doing a terrific job at playing their game, really making a conscious effort to control the tempo and imposing their will on the opposition.
On the outside, he attempts the trifecta. Can't connect from the three-point line. On the wing. They're called for the foul. Obviously too aggressive here defensively.
You've really got to know your limitations, Gus.
I'm not sure this is the guy you want to send to the line.
But this kid can knock him down, Gus.
Both free throws go. We are at the 6-minute mark. Can finish. Jump shot. He missed it. Takes the rebound. Now they work it around the perimeter. No. Rips down the board. On the right side. Takes the medium-range jump shot. He can't get it to go. He rips it down. Fires. Off the mark. Snags the offensive rebound. He's a good inside presence who can step out to the perimeter and knock it down.
Mr. Versatility, when you have a big guy who can score in, step out deep, and knock it down, it just opens up so many other things for the offense, the ability to slip others into the box area.
With the answer. Bad decision there by the senior. Turns it over. Hickman on the move. Count it. On the left side. Jump shot.
How about that, huh? Gotta love that mid-range game, Gus. The in-between game. Good scorers will be able to shoot the three, score at the 10, and hit that mid-range jumper.
Raph, these two teams in the first half of this tournament game have shown that they definitely belong. It's obvious to me that neither one is ready to go home.
Both teams are competing well right now. The goal at this point in the game is to remain close. You don't want to fall too far behind. These teams are demonstrating that this one may go down to the wire.
Dials up a long-range shot with no luck.
Rebound and run.
Bulldogs are doing a terrific job of controlling the game.
Really done a great job establishing a good pace, a pace that suits their strengths as a team.
Fires. Shots off.
Get out and fill.
Up and in. Ha ha! We're at the 3-minute mark. Pushes it. And he's fouled. Once again, a case of being too aggressive defensively.
There's nothing wrong with being aggressive, but you just got to know when to back off.
Another great second-year player here, Bill. Underclassmen are a big key for any successful program.
Gussie's been through the first year. It's going to be exciting to see how much he learned as a freshman. His team definitely expects more from him this season.
He got them both. They've got him trapped now, Raph.
They've got him in trouble, Gus.
Poor decision there. Ooh, knocks it down. Big time bucket. Shots off. Inside. This guy is a complete player in the post.
He's one of those type of post players who can get it done in a variety of ways. In the paint, from 12 to 15, he can knock it down, passes it a little. A skilled player with a great head for the game.
On the left side, jump shot, and he can't get the bounce.
Great inside control.
Out on the left wing. He puts up the tray and misses. Court gives them another chance and lays it in. They work the perimeter. He missed it.
Big time presentation at the rim. He made himself bigger by extending his arms.
He stood his ground there, Coach.
Great anticipation.
Let's take a look at this young man's awesome performance so far tonight.
Gus, he's making it look easy. What a performance. Kid's got that look in his eye like he wants to score and to completely take this game over.
Turnover by the senior. Miller on the move. Fires. No.
Push it.
On the wing. He can't get it to go. Grabs the board. We are at the 1 minute mark. To call for the foul. Once again, a case of being too aggressive defensively.
There's nothing wrong with being aggressive, but you just got to know when to back off.
Your first year playing college basketball has to be exciting.
Being a freshman can be intimidating, but the key is to find out different ways to contribute to the team. It doesn't always have to be scoring. If he can do the little things and play strong defense, he'll be helping out his team.
Got it from the free throw line. On the left side. Alley-oop. He fires away.
Perfect.
On the right side. Shots up. No luck from downtown. With the big shot. Off the mark. One half is in the books. Stay tuned for CBS at the half. And a look at our game summary will give you an idea of how these two teams are stacking up against one another so far. We can see here how both teams are doing with the keys they identified at the outset. Bill, what's going through these young guys' minds now? Here they are. They've worked all season long just to get to the NCAA tournament, and we've got a half behind us and a half to go, and somebody's got to go.
Well, we've heard it before, Gus. Survive and advance. I'm certain that these teams will come out and do whatever it takes to survive. Nobody wants to be making that long loser's walk to the locker room tonight.
Jump shot. No! Goes up high with two hands and pulls it down. On the left side. The skip pass is picked off. Now it comes the other way. Ah, he got it up and in. Top of the key. Fires. Can't get it to go.
Put a little English on it.
Pushes it. Jump shot. The senior. Foul on the play. Obviously too aggressive here defensively.
You really got to know your limitations, Gus.
Here's another solid junior build.
Gus, you look at your juniors as third-year players who have been there. And as a coach, you can rely on them for their experience and ability to guide the less experienced players on the team.
Gets two at the charity stripe. On the left side. Around 8 minutes remaining. Fires and hits. And we'll get a change of possession. Ball handler may be in a bit of trouble, Raph. Hickman gets the ball.
How about that elevation?
Now they work it around the perimeter. The shot won't fall. Got a man down low as he gets it out on the wing. He can't get the hoop to fall. Seven minutes left on the game clock. Sherman handles the pass. He looks for three. Outside J won't go.
It's all about shot selection, Gus. It's so important to take good shots, and not necessarily the shot the defense wants you to take.
On the outside. That's going to be a backcourt violation, Bill.
I guess you would say the defense did their job.
Rapid's been a great team effort for these guys.
If you're on the floor, that means your coach believes that you can make a contribution. This team has received quality play from many different individuals.
Gordon gets the pass. Heat check time from long range. And he is no good from downtown. Out of bounds and a change of possession. Looking for a good shot. He shoots from the baseline. Shots off.
They should look to push it now. A little woo-woo, Gus.
Puff handles the feed. He shoots from the left side of the circle. He gets it to fall. 6 minutes left on the game clock. On the wing. Careless mistake there. Now on the run. And he lays it up and in. He shoots from the top of the key. And in. Out on the wing. In the lane. Buried. 5 minutes left on the game clock. Gordon handles the pass. Turnover, they'll go the other way. Hickman handles the feed. Now with the ball screen.
Big time dagger. Great job of hitting the mid-range jumper there, Gus.
On the left side, dials up a long-range shot. He misses from beyond the arc.
It's important that you block out to run the offense.
Out on the left wing. Uncharacteristic mistake there by the senior. Now in transition. Gordon turns it over. We're at the 4-minute mark. Battle on the move. Bill, we had a great tournament game going on here in the first half. I don't know what happened here in the second half, but it's not even close anymore.
God, this is a close one, Gus. I think the last few possessions are going to dictate who moves on, who goes home.
In the paint. And he's there with the power jam. Top of the key. Jump shot. Shots off. Snatches it down. Looking for a good shot. He shoots from the corner. Can't put it down. Off the mark with the shot. On the left side. He shoots from the elbow. He drains the bucket. 3 minutes left on the game clock. Call for the foul. Obviously too aggressive here defensively.
You really got to know your limitations, Gus.
Everyone on the squad is solid from the free throw line. Their team free throw percentage is pretty good.
You know it's always tough to play a team that can knock it down with consistency coming down the stretch.
Makes the foul shot. May be in some trouble. Well, Raph, this could go down to the wire.
You've got to love these close ones, Gus. Every error is magnified and could be the difference between a win or a loss. Gus, you've got to love these tight ones. So much on the line here. One wrong move is all it takes. There's no room for error.
Top of the key. In the lane. Buries it. On the outside. How about this shooting clinic from three? Man, they've been on fire.
Boy, they're doing the little things right, Gus. That's leading to quality looks when they get a chance to shoot. They're moving the ball, passing to the open guy, and shooting in rhythm. What a recipe for three. Nylon!
Pushes it. Boom, he jams it. We are at the 2-minute mark. And he can't hit the shot. Out on the right wing. In the lane. You bet. Gordon receives the ball. No! Fired! And another miss. They can't get anything to fall.
You know, they gotta find a way to get some good looks and get something going to the 10.
Out on the left wing. Gets it to go. Around a minute remaining. Long lead pass. He shoots from the corner. Battle gets the pass.
A little clock management now, Gus. They have to foul in order to stop the clock.
Sideline inbound. And, of course, another foul as they try to remain close.
Not much else they can do. Gus, I think they'll keep fouling until they're back into this game.
They'll throw this one in from the side. And the foul will stop the clock momentarily. They're set to throw it in from the side. Foul, and that stops the clock again. Ball coming in from the sideline. And they continue to foul to stop the clock.
Good strategy.
Tough team to foul because they shoot such a good percentage from the line.
When everyone on the floor can convert from the line, it makes this team very tough, especially down the stretch where the opposition is trying to foul.
Gets it. Hurd receives the pass. He's being trapped. Hurd handles the pass. Jump shot. He gets that one to fall. This guy is really known as a power guy.
He's a banger, Gus. Uses that bulk and size to score in the 3-second lane.
Coach, it's tough when almost everyone on the floor can knock down free throws.
As a coach, you gotta love it when your team can knock it down at such a high rate.
Makes the shot. That trap could spell trouble. Can't escape the pressure.
The young guy has some trouble with that trap.
Hurd handles the feed. It's no good. Bulldogs now running the 3-around-2.
And if you don't have mobile perimeter defenders, they will kill you.
Looking for a good shot. All right, Raph, this one's over. One team moves on, one team's going home.
Well, the better team won because they protected the basketball. They made sure they converted on the free throw line. They did all of the little intangibles we consistently talk about. And that was the difference in this game.
And here we have our players of the game, Bill.
Two great players, Gus, who came in with a mindset that they were going to make a difference tonight.
All right, so that's all for now. For the governor, Bill Raftery, and our entire CBS Sports crew, I'm Gus Johnson saying so long.